Shouldn't be a long-term deal, but I'll have a better answer for you guys next time I see you.
And Lazar as well. We saw him get shaken up yesterday.
Yeah, he was dealing with a little soreness, camp soreness, so tried to manage him today.
Offense left a lot to be desired in the red zone.
Yeah, it was good. It was a really cool session on both sides. Offense was obviously very precise. Defense, leverage-wise, just off a hair. And when you're dealing with quarterbacks as experienced as Tyrod and Aaron, they're going to make you pay on just the slightest lack of efficiency.
Real quick with Michael, just to confirm, you said ankle. It's an ankle, not like when Aaron went down.
No. He's we're not concerned about long term.
Corley was getting reps with all three quarterbacks today. Was that like a concerted effort to get him a little more?
A couple receivers being down, with Allen being managed today, it gave Corley an opportunity to get more. And I thought he, without looking at the tape, I felt him on the football field. So he had a really productive day.
You've been around, obviously, a lot of rookie receivers. Just kind of how difficult it is for them to just transition into the league.
It's hard. You can just use Corley as an example, right? His life was basically bubbles and shallow crosses as a gist of his repertoire. And one of the things that he's got to get great at in a hurry is route running. And so our job to maintain what he's strong at and finding different creative ways to get him the ball, but at the same time coaching him and developing him to learn how to run routes. And it's not just running the route that's on the piece of paper. You've got to listen for checks, audibles. You've got to read leverages and coverages because depending on coverage, you could be running an in-breaking versus an out-breaking. So there's a lot of different things that they have to learn. And I think he's doing a really nice job attacking it. You're okay, bud.
When Aaron is as vocal as he is the last couple of days of practice, when he's not happy with what's going on offensively, what's your take on that? Is that like literally like having an assistant coach?
Yeah, I've said it. He's a coach on the field. I've heard stories of Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, not to compare them, but it's the same thing. The expectation and the standard is high. As a quarterback, he's trying to operate at a certain level of efficiency, which means people around him need to be efficient at the same level. And when he's not feeling that as that group's leader and voice, he voices his opinion. And no different than defensive side of the ball when it's not going the way people want it. CJ voices his opinion, and but yeah, he's definitely. I've said it before. It's like having a coach on the field.
Now that you've had three padded days, what have you seen from Will?
Will, much stronger. I know he looks the same, but his strength in the run game, his strength in the pass game is showing up. He's flashed a little bit. I know he's gotten a couple of wins on our starting tackles, and really like the way he's progressing.
In the past, I think when we watched practices, I mean this not so insultingly, but it was pretty easy to tell when an offensive lineman got beat because the pass rusher was right there in the pocket.
Yeah.
How much more challenging does it make when you do have Aaron just getting rid of the ball to tally those wins and losses for a pass rusher when they're maybe winning but not getting home?
Yeah, it does. The best friend of an O-line is a quick release quarterback, right? And there was actually one, Jalen Holmes won on an inside move on the right side, and this is for Tyrod because he's in the same. I'm going to throw him in the same boat, but and he got rid of the ball where no one's going to notice the fact that it was a clean win, but it was because the ball was also quick. For Aaron, obviously, he gets rid of the ball. His release point, his timing, everything is so quick that it is an O-line's best friend.
With CJ, for as long as he's been doing this, Mosley, how does he look this many years in compared to the last couple that you've been around?
Looks the same to me. Efficient. He's vocal, obviously, on the football field, and his movement looks good. His strength looks good. He's exactly where he needs to be.
We talked about, obviously CJ is one of the leaders on the defense, but who else have you seen take that step as far as the leadership role defensively?
Sauce has really stepped up. Love his demeanor in meetings and the way he's communicating with his teammates. Tony Adams has really taken a good step forward. But yeah, the group as a whole on defense just does a really good job holding each other accountable at all three levels, and expecting itself to be great every day.
That Sauce gets some of the criticism that he does, because he doesn't seem like a dude who brings it on himself.
No, he's I don't know, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So he's doing something right. But he's as good a kid as I've ever been around. He's got tremendous humility. He likes having fun, but at the same time, when it's time to work, he puts in the work. He works as hard as anybody on his craft, and but I don't have an answer for that one.
Robert, you guys were near the bottom half of the league in pre-snap motion. It seemed like you were doing a lot of pre-snap motion out there today. Is that a effort, a focus offensively this offseason?
No, we're just working on a couple things.
What have you seen from John Simpson to this point?
John, surprisingly, and I don't want to criticize him. This is not a criticism. He is much quicker-footed than we anticipated. We knew he was quick-footed. We knew he was athletic, but his ability to get to the second level, redirect and off combination blocks, and maintain balance and clean footwork and pad level is really, really cool, and makes him a guy that we're all really happy with and really excited to continue to work with.
The additions you guys made on the O-line, the three guys, does that change how you guys approach scheme at all, blocking schemes with them, with their skill sets?
Oh, we'll see.
Couple more. Robert, what happened to Hamza El Sayad?
Hamza, he's dealing with a contusion. Hopefully we can get him back by tomorrow's a walkthrough, so hopefully for Friday.
Like a lower half?
Yeah.
You mentioned Jalen Holmes. He gets a lot of run out there. What do you guys like about him?
He's been with us now for a couple of years. He's made of the right stuff, plays his butt off. That big end roll we have, that 9 technique, that he plays the game the way we want the game to be played up front, and he's gotten better. This is every day since the day he's gotten here, and when he had his opportunities to play in game, he's proven that he can do it, and so we're just, again, another piece that we love working with.
That interception by Q on the line, was that all him? Did somebody else tip
No,
it?
I think Kinlaw batted it down, and then Q caught it and shamefully took a knee. Shamefully.
All good? Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks, guys.